Good afternoon. We are the Spanish group formed by our four best elite team: Oliver Donaire, Pablo Manzano, Alba Sanchez, and Alvaro Lobo. We are here to discuss about desertification and fires in our country, Spain.
Fire is a danger that some people are not aware of. In the last 5 years, 1,700 people have died in Spain from fires. The worst for the environment are forestry, as they burn a large number of hectares. Forest fires can be caused due to increase in temperatures, as they get higher more and more. The highest temperature record in Spain is 47.2 in Montoro. In addition, some real estate companies start control fires so that in a few years that land will only be used or to build on it. Another one are human recklessness, like badly extinguished cigarettes or sparks from barbecue. One of the most common is the following: leaving the car's bonnet open when you have an accident on the road, and due to the heat, sparks fly into the vegetation. In conclusion, there can be both natural and human causes, but it's clear that most fires are caused by people, whether accidental or caused. In Spain, the 70% of forest fires are caused by a person.
Fires have a devastating impact. One of the most visible consequences is the destruction of the ecosystem and landscape. The destroyed vegetation provided oxygen, captured carbon dioxide, held the ground, and gave shelter and nourishment to a great variety of organisms. Soil loss from erosion is the most serious of all consequences of wildfires. The destruction of the surface structure of the soil and the dragging of ashes causes a compaction that prevents the penetration of water, thus reducing its humidification. Torrential rains drag ashes and the water's turbidity increases, causing them to contaminate. Forest fires release significant amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, along with some other gases and particles, which benefits the greenhouse effect and the climate change. Coal particles and suspended ash have, on the other hand, a detrimental effect on people's health.
Desertification is a complex process resulting from multiple factors. The following particular conditions, typical of large areas of Spain and the Mediterranean region, are associated with desertification process: semi-arid climate in large areas, seasonal droughts, extreme variability of rainfall and sudden high-intensity rains, and poor soils with a marked tendency to erosion and uneven relief, with steep slopes and highly diverse landscapes, loss of forest, cover due to repeated foresting crisis in traditional agriculture, with a consequent abandonment of land and deterioration of the soil and water conservation structures. Occasional unsustainable explosion of underground water resources, chemical contamination and salination of aquifers, concentration of economic activity in coast areas as a result of urban growth, industrial activities, tourism, and irrigated agriculture, which exert intense pressure on the natural resources on the coastline. The combination of factors and processes such as aridity, drought, erosion, forest fires, overexplosion, or aquifers gives rise to different landscapes or typical scenarios of desertification in Spain.
Desertification is the process by which fertile land in dry areas is turned into unproductive land. Behind this degradation of the soils are mainly human activity and climatic changes. The consequences of desertification are the following. There are many animals and plants that stop living since the habitat where they live no longer serves. There are also climatic phenomena such as hurricanes and floods. There is more poverty in the citizens since they cannot cultivate on that soil and therefore they cannot pay for their houses. The water also runs out faster and therefore the water on the earth decreases, something that harms Spain and in part the rest of the world.